Hello and welcome to the awesome TV show with Nikhil Taneja. I'm your host, Hairy Fist Nikhil Taneja, and this week I'll be reviewing the fourth TV show in Marvel's Defenders series, Iron Fist. So if you live on the internet like I do, I'm sure you haven't escaped the horrible reviews that Iron Fist has been getting. Marvel's fourth superhero series, Iron Fist has got probably the worst reviews for any superhero series. It currently stands on Rotten Tomatoes at 16%, which is a huge up from what it was last week, 0%. Hollywood Reporter is calling the show Marvel and Netflix's first misstep. Rolling Stones is calling the show a kick in the head. And my favorite is Vox calling it an ill-conceived, poor-written disaster. So how terrible is Iron Fist after all? Is it the worst Marvel show? Is it the worst Netflix show? Is it the first superhero show ever made? Is it the worst TV show on the planet? Is it even worse than True Detective Season 2? Good God, how bad is this show? The answer is, it isn't. Before you guys get into writing comments about how I like everything, and the fact is this is a recommendation show and not truly a review show, let me just tell you and clarify one thing. I genuinely believe that the internet has changed the world in such a way that people are not watching TV shows and movies to enjoy them anymore. They're just watching them to judge them. It's not how it used to be back in the day, when you'd go to the movies or watch a TV show to have a good time. Today, people are just watching movies and TV shows to have an opinion on them. In the pre-internet days, you could watch something and actually have the time to decide for yourself if you like it or not, before social media decided it for you. And that's the thing about Iron Fist. Iron Fist is not bad because it's a bad show. It's bad because everyone says it's a bad show. And the truth is, it's not that bad. So first, here's a spoiler-free synopsis of the show. After being presumed dead for 15 years, Danny Rand returns to New York City to reclaim his name and his legacy. Except that being the Iron Fist, his first duty always lies elsewhere. So why am I defending the show? What did I like about Iron Fist? Here are 5 reasons why. Number 1, it's campy. Remember how comic book shows and movies would be like before Christopher Nolan came in and made everything dark? Iron Fist is not dark. It's fun, it's ridiculous, and it's campy. It's not meant to be a serious show. It's a comic book superhero show that has some damn neat fight sequences and wears its absurdity on its sleeve. And I love that. Like, it's a show where an ancient villain is tortured using truth serum. How ridiculous can you get? Number 2, Jessica Henwick is badass. The best part of the show is actually not Iron Fist, but the badass and super intriguing Colleen Wing, played by Jessica Henwick, who is best known as a sand snake from Game of Thrones. She doesn't have a fist that can explode, but man, can she beat the shit out of people. I really hope that she's a part of the Defenders because I really do not like Iron Fist without her. Number 3, there's a lot of diversity. So yes, the biggest controversy about Iron Fist is that perhaps an Asian actor should have played the main lead instead of a white guy. Perhaps so, but the fact is that the comics had a white guy in the lead, and to give credit to the makers where it's due, the rest of the show is full of diverse characters. So the main cast of Iron Fist is comprised of actors who are white, black, Latin American, Asian, and Indian. Yes, Sasha Dhawan, a British Indian actor, also has a huge role to play in the series. Number 4, the Meachum Dynamics. There are a lot of baddies on the show, from Madam Gao to Harold Meachum to a secret baddie that I really can't reveal right now. But what I genuinely enjoyed on the show was how grey Ward is as a character and the fucked up dynamics that he shares with his father, Faramir. I mean, Harold Meachum. Number 5, the big twist. There's a big twist in the 10th episode and I did not see it coming. I was like, what? And you will be too. Now that I've spoken about the things that I like, let's get to the part that you've been looking forward to, the things that I don't like. This section is dark and full of spoilers, so beware. Number 1, the first episode is actually its most average. Yes, Marvel, I understand that you are making a 13-part movie and not a TV show, but the fact is that this is a TV show. The first episode is still what people will watch to decide whether they should watch the rest or not. So if the show is really about Iron Fist versus the Hand, show that up front. Make things interesting. Number 2, no defenders setup. The biggest bummer about Iron Fist for me was the fact that there's no defenders setup in the series. As you guys would know, the Defenders is a crossover event where Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage and Iron Fist will team up to defeat perhaps the Hand, perhaps some other big villain. Number 3, no Kun Lun. For all the talk about Kun Lun, the monastery where Iron Fist grew up, all we get are rocks. Wait, isn't this supposed to be a Netflix show? Did you guys give millions of dollars to Marco Polo? Number 4, Joy is sadness. Okay, I apologize for the pun, but even though Joy Meachum seemed like such an important character in the first couple of episodes, she turned out to be a damn squib eventually. And then suddenly, in the last episode, she's teaming up with Devos to kill Danny Rand. What? Number 5, Iron Fist is no fun. Yes, the biggest issue with this series is that its hero is boring. Finn Jones does not feel like, look like or behave like a superhero. In fact, he looks like the kind of guy in Game of Thrones who's killed off because he's pointless. So what they really need to do in season 2 is make Iron Fist interesting, or I have a better idea. Make the series about Colleen Wing.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
You need me.
So is Iron Fist an awesome TV show? Well, I wouldn't go as far to call it certified awesome, but it's campy, bingeable fun. So dekhna hai to dekh lo. Also, Claire is the link between all the Defenders and is seen training really hard in the series. Will she be fighting in the Defenders as well? I really hope so. Rosario Dawson is awesome. Dusra also. Devos in the comics is a big villain, the Steel Serpent. So it looks like Sasha Dhawan will be the big bad villain of season 2, which is pretty cool because I love that guy. Iron Fist is on Netflix, so check it out there. I'll be back next week with the full season review of This Is Us, but I'm also doing a live chat on the Facebook page of Film Companion where I'll be discussing the This Is Us season finale, favorite moments, favorite episodes and anything else that you'd like to discuss about This Is Us and television. The live chat will be tomorrow at 9 PM. See you there. Until then, of course, तुम्हें Marvel की कसम, share this video. तुम्हें Netflix की कसम, Defenders की कसम, Jessica Henwick की badassness की कसम, share this video. Whether you like or dislike Iron Fist, please like, share and subscribe to the Film Companion Review channel over here. Check out all my previous shows over here. Please let me know what you think about the show down here. And of course, follow me on all social media channels on Taneja Main Hoon, because Taneja Main Hoon mark idhar hai.